Join your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios. Here is your host, Derek Pearson. Presented by Beatrice Bakery on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Happy Friday again. We got a good one for you. Got a good one for you for this hour. Locked and loaded. Lots to talk about. Good stuff. 402-464-5685. The Starter Heyman text line, the Honda Lincoln hotline. If you want to call in, put in your 2 cents. We're welcoming you today. It's Friday. We're in that mood. You can follow on the Starter Heyman live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. See what's going on. Those chat rooms are open. If you've got commentary, thoughts, opinions you want to share, please do so. Also, we want to say thank you to Beatrice Bakery for making this hour happen, taking care of that stuff. As a matter of fact, I am going to give away another care package today. Why? Because I'm in a good mood. I'm in a very good mood. So go to theticketfm.com, find the Beatrice Bakery banner, click on it, tell us who you are thinking of when I ask you this question. Who do you want to make smile today? Who do you want to make smile today? Who has had a really good week, a really bad week? Who needs a pat on the back? An attaboy and atta-girl. It could be somebody that works with you, somebody that lives with you, somebody that has done something kind for you, or somebody that needs forgiving. Nominations are open. And as a matter of fact, along with Beatrice Bakery, I think I can talk our first guest into throwing in some Lincoln Stars tickets.
Absolutely.
So let's do this. Let's bring in the golden voice of the Lincoln Stars, Cristiano Simonetti. Cristiano, man, what's happening?
The golden voice, DP. I really like that. So I think I got to change my, LinkedIn bio. And
Absolutely,
stuff like that.
Right? Let's go. You got the pipes. Let's say it.
Thanks. Thanks for having me. You guys have just done just such an awesome job with me and Rocky's show Outside the Box on Tuesdays. We, couldn't be happier to join you guys and partner with you. It's been a blast.
Yeah, we have more steps to take because it is my mission that we will be your flagship station next year. And we'll make whatever deal we need to make to get that happen. You guys need it. I've been in the spaces we've been in. I did a similar thing with the Utah Grizzlies back when I was in Salt Lake City, and I understood the value not only to the organization but to the station. Those partnerships give balance, and they also set some really cool boundaries for how hockey fans engage, and gives them a place, a meeting place, another meeting place. To do that. I still think the Stars happy hour is the thing that we
look. We may have to call it the DP happy hour. Everybody comes in an hour before the game. It's it. DP.
Here's the thing we did in Utah, and you can tell me how bananas that is. We allowed the radio station got to have a listeners skate, and we would have people throw themselves into this pool throughout the week, and then we picked a day after practice where folks could come on and lace them up and get out there, take some shots, and skate around if that's what they want to do. I'd love to do that because I think that you guys have a fan base enough that would kind of enjoy that sort of thing. And then to spend more time getting your current players on this station so they can share who they are, because you've got they're interesting people within the organization, but on ice you got some dudes.
Yeah, and you got to break that mold of 16 to 20-year-old kids sometimes afraid to be in front of a camera. And in the social media era, these guys are explosive personalities. They're funny guys. They're from Western Canada riding horses, or from Minnesota ice fishing. They're just awesome.
Right.
You want those stories,
right? Like it's all of this. We end up burying the lead from time, but I'm like, no. The Stars need to be a consistent presence on this station and in this community. That's the target. That's the mission. That's what we're going to do. You guys, before we get into the personal stuff, you have a big event coming up tomorrow night.
Huge military night at the Icebox. Saturday night puck drop is at 6:05. Just an awesome initiative that we put on every single year. But to be against the Lancers, it's our best crowd of the year at the Icebox, and we'll have a post-game jersey auction. The jerseys that the players will wear, the specialty uniforms, will be auctioned off after the game. We raised over $23,000 last year with only 25% capacity, because that's what the stipulation was last year in the city of Lincoln. No restrictions on attendance, so we expect to double those numbers and have a heck of a night and beat Omaha.
How many jerseys will be available in the auction?
27. So plenty.
So 25 jerseys will be available. Yeah, 25. The largest, the goalie jersey, because I'm a big dude.
Yeah.
I need the goalie jersey.
All right.
I need that. I'm sorry, fans. I apologize in advance. And I'm taking it on credit. So
It's in the contract of our
right.
sponsorship.
It would look really good framed here in the studio.
Of course.
Right? Like, that's what it's for. I promise you I'll never wear it other than when you're not looking. To keep it simple. So what time will the auction happen? Is this a post-game deal, pre-game deal? How's this work?
Yeah, post-game deal. We got some things going on throughout the game on the concourse, a crocheted American flag blanket. We got some other things the players signed throughout the game, but the big event is that post-game auction. I'll interview Rocky after the game on the stage, as always, and then the guys shower, they come up, they model their jerseys, and it's cool.
Do the fans want them showered? I kind of get the impression that most hockey fans would rather have their players sweaty, hair messed up, slightly bruised.
Yeah, and if there's a little blood on the jersey,
right,
it goes for a little
right.
more.
Like this is the thing. People just scour you, go down the line. I see. Cristiano just told you a secret.
Hockey fans are weird.
Like, this is the thing. Like, just to go down the line and go, that one looks game worn. Like, it looks game worn. And it's way more important. Like, the guys who is there anybody that won't skate for tomorrow?
We have a couple injured,
right?
So you'll have just that,
just
the
clean, pristine, okay,
right off the presses. But then you'll have the fighters that got some. Hopefully, the other team's blood, Omaha's blood, dripping on the jersey.
A lot of that. Can you? So 25 jerseys. Through that time, give us a price range of what they went for last year. And again, we understand the market is that it will go up, because there'll be more people betting or making a bet.
Yeah, so when it comes to like younger guys and rookies that maybe haven't had as much experience, they go from anywhere from $200 to $700. But then when you get into our veterans, and we've got a drafted player, the Washington Capitals this year, we have two goalies that are going to be drafted in this
Say it
year's
again.
Draft. Yeah, two of the best goalies coming up in the country, Caden Mbarico and Cameron Whitehead. So those are going to go pretty high, because you have fans thinking, well, in June they're going to be drafted to an NHL team, and that's
being a Caps fan. Can I change my pick? Can I change my jersey?
Okay, you want Joe LeMay?
I will even take a back. Like, his game worn should go to the auction. But I think as a Caps fan, I should have one of his jerseys in this building. Is that fair?
Absolutely, and we need to get him on the show, because he's that Western Canada kid. He rides horses here in Lincoln on his off days.
Where is he riding?
I really don't know. I'm going to figure that out. But he knows someone at the rink, and that just picks him up at 7 a.m. on a Sunday after a 2-game series and says, I'm going to go ride horses for 2 hours.
Let's go up and down this roster, because this roster is fantastic.
Yes.
It's fantastic. Give me the biggest personality on this roster.
Ooh, that's a very good one. I think Dalton Norris. He's our 20-year-old captain. He leads our team in goals, leads the USHL in power play goals. He's just such a great guy, and the funniest guy in the locker room. He'll manage the post-game win song, so he's got the playlist going. He handles the warm-up playlist, and just a prankster. I think all these guys just have such a great relationship with one another, because DP, they're kids, man. They're 16 to 20-year-olds, and we want to showcase that personality. So the locker room is definitely a fun place to be when Dalton is getting them going.
Biggest ceiling, highest ceiling.
I think our goaltender, Cameron Whitehead. He's 18 years old. He's 9-4-1 this year, and he was drafted by Lincoln in the 10th round. So it's not like he was a guy who was first round in the draft. All right, he's going to be the guy. He really wasn't. He was the third goalie on our depth chart, and he beat a guy out, and he came into the season and has just had an awesome year. And after every game, it seems like 20 different scouts from the NHL want to talk to him, get to know this kid.
Who's been the biggest surprise?
It's a good question. I think Norris, because Norris actually, he has 14 goals this season, right?
Mm-hmm.
His past 2 seasons, 2 goals combined. He had injuries.
What is that? I was going to ask you,
Yeah.
what's the change? What's been the difference?
I think it's just guys, as they get more experience, it doesn't matter if it's hockey, basketball, or life, DP. I think, you get a better understanding of what you need to do to succeed. And I think the effort that he put in the offseason, becoming a leader and just putting himself in the right spots, he's just done an awesome job. And he's 5 goals away from our single season power play record, and we're only game number 33 in.
Well, that speaks then. What's happening that you guys are getting into so many power play situations?
Oh, I think we just play hard.
Okay.
Lincoln Stars hockey.
I love the fact that on social media, what you get is, oops, we did a thing. We did a thing and we're shorthanded, and our apologies. It's just who we are.
Yes.
Define Lincoln Stars hockey.
It's just rough and tumble. I think anybody who has been watching this team since 1996, it's hard to play against. It's all right if you have your head down driving through the neutral zone. Well, you better be ready to feel something, and a lot of hitting and a lot of brotherhood. If our goalie gets bumped into after the whistle, you'll have 5 guys just punching, because it's protect our house sort of thing. And when you have that camaraderie and that chemistry on the ice, you can do a lot of great things, and you know that very well.
What do you say to folks who have not attended a home Stars game?
It's just something I don't think you can even preface and describe. It's something that when I came to this city from Chicago, a mecca of sports, you come to Lincoln, Nebraska for a hockey game, you don't really know what to expect. And you got the light show in the beginning, you got the fans screaming and yelling, and sometimes there'll be fights on the ice. There may be a fight or two in the stands too.
We were just talking about that this morning. What is going on? Look, hockey fans are a different breed.
Mm-hmm.
Fair to say?
100%.
Okay. Give me the Cristiano view of a hockey fan from 10,000 feet.
Oh man. Look, if there was like a job description, it'd be someone who screams a lot, someone who thinks they know everything, and that's a good thing, right? Like that they think they know everything. You'll hear them yell "shoot" when the guys run up. I think they know what they're doing, but I just love the enthusiasm from those people.
Yeah, shoot it. I
skate faster. Yeah, move the puck.
That's the same thing for every sport.
Don't get hit.
Every sport has those people.
Punch him.
And those fan coaches are welcome, but they're still hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Don't let him score. I wouldn't let them do that.
Why did you do that? Why did
Come
you?
on.
Cristiano Civinetti, play-by-play voice for Lincoln Stars. I want to talk about Coach Russo because I think that the Stars have landed on the right guy for their organization and fan base. I don't. If you're a sports fan and you aren't connected to Rocky Russo, you're missing, because he's a sports guy who happens to be a really top level hockey coach, right? That's a fair assessment of who Rocky is.
Yeah, and he's grinded. He's been in the league right below us. It's the same tier of junior hockey, but the USHL has been widely regarded as the more superior league connected to USA Hockey, etc. But Rocky's had to grind for this position, and once he took it in the summer, he has just fit in so well with the guys in the locker room, and you see that instantly on the ice. And to have us where we're at in the middle of a playoff race, 2 points out of second place in the conference after missing the playoffs last year, that's a pretty big deal. And Rocky obviously gets a lot of credit for that too.
We missed an opportunity. It just hit me because folks are going to come in. Nicklin Hames and Kenzie Knuckles from volleyball coming in. We should have had hockey jerseys. We should have had Stars jerseys.
Fuck.
We missed one. That's okay. We'll work on
it.
Right. From the text line, Jordan says, I know a lot of people don't get hockey, but tomorrow night is the night to go to a hockey game. Go support Nebraska's Warriors, even if you don't buy a jersey. The Icebox will be rowdy and electric. Tickets are cheap. There's hitting, fighting, and beer. It's guaranteed good time. So you guys, beer is a big part of the Stars experience, correct?
Well, yeah, I think Jordan just summed it up best with that holy trinity there, fighting, beer, hockey. That's the beauty of it. And it's just, the atmosphere, the energy. Hockey is a sport that kind of depends on that, and where you can actually have that momentum. You'll have some people that say momentum isn't really a real thing. In hockey, it definitely is playoff hockey for sure. And when we have the Icebox rocking, we're 11-5 this year at home. Big reason for that is our crowd at the Icebox every Friday, Saturday.
What are the tickets going to go for Friday?
It's, just our same ticket price, $16 for mezzanine, $18 walk up. So if you want to save a couple bucks, buy online before Saturday's puck drop, 6:05 p.m. So
what time do the doors open?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock for a skate and puck drop 6:05. That gives about an hour.
Plenty to drink.
Because you guys do realize that you're the example that's going to be used for folks who want beer at Memorial and Haymarket and PVA. Do you have any problems with beer being consumed in excess?
Not really. I think you may have to talk to our security and they'll have a better answer for you. But no, I think it's, drink responsibly, come to a game. And it's not just for, college kids to get rowdy. You got, families trying to get out, take a load off, have a beer. We got plenty of Lincoln hometown beers from Empyrean and Kincaid. So we're supporting the local community here. And so if you want to have 8 or 9 of them, you can responsibly, or you can have 1 or 2. It's a big part of it.
From the text, and this is a thing, oddly enough, it's a thing we talked about. So the beer at the hockey games are only craft beer choices. Needs to change. You were telling the story about what the situation is with that. Please let the listeners know what's going on.
Yeah, I can't really get into the politics of the situation in the summer, but I there's good news on the forefront of that situation. We hope to have more information in the next couple months, but we definitely want to get those brands that everybody knows and loves back to the Icebox.
See, there is a method to the madness.
Yes.
Road trip today. You guys take off at 3 o'clock. Where to?
Sioux City, Iowa against the Musketeers. Stars are 3-1 against them this year, and they're right above us. So it's a huge weekend. We have 2 games against Omaha this weekend as well. Omaha right above us in second place. This is a huge weekend for the boys, and they're pretty fired up.
So what's the game schedule for the next 3 days, 4 days?
Friday, which is today, tonight in Sioux City, and then tomorrow 6:05 at the Icebox against Omaha, and then in Omaha on Sunday at 4:05 p.m. So pretty quick turnaround for the guys.
How do you get through? How did the players? They're young, so that certainly helps. But still, three hockey games in, a night plus. That's a lot.
You'll talk to some guys and they'll say that throughout Sunday's game, they'll feel better and their legs will feel better than what they did on Saturday. Like you said, there's a method to the madness. They prepare for this type of stuff. They condition pretty hard throughout the week, and they're pretty fine-tuned athletes. So I think they can play every day if they really wanted to.
How much recovery? What's the process within the organization for the young guys to recover?
Yeah, well, our athletic trainer and equipment manager, Corey Courtney, has been with us for 23 years. So he knows every single type of, recovery process, and that's evolved right through sports. So sometimes it's a cold bath, sometimes it's certain products and proteins that the guys take in ingest. We have a great sports drink presented by Nutrizios on O Street. So it's these guys just kind of feel it in their bodies. They know when they're tired, they know when to push back, and they know when to say, hey, I've had enough, let's just relax for 6-8 hours. Maybe I won't skate on Friday, maybe I won't skate on Saturday, but I'll play in the game. So it's all about just managing that. I think the guys have done a good job of that.
Also from the text, I'm telling you all, going to a Stars game will be the best $16 you've spent in a long time. Great atmosphere, even greater beer. Also tell me another place where you could watch a sporting event and order a Freddy's cheeseburger. I'll wait.
Yeah. Freddy's was with us last year. They're with us again this year. They got chicken sandwiches, custard. And again, DP, I keep sounding like a broken record, but this city here in Lincoln, and a big reason why we're proud of you guys allowing us into your vessel, is because we're all trying to support each other, right? Especially through this time.
That's what we're trying to do. So let's get Cristiano, give me a trivia question so we can give away some Stars tickets.
Ooh, let's see.
And we will allow you guys to answer on the Stars on the Starter Heyman text line. If you can answer the question, we'll give you at least some tickets for you either Saturday for this Saturday's game. I think we can come up with something. What do you think?
Yeah. The last time we played Omaha, January 1st at the Icebox, the Stars won in overtime. Who scored the game-winning goal?
402-464-5685. Want passes? And even if you already have tickets, it's a way for you to invite somebody else to understand why you care about this team and why the games are such a great experience. So the game winner, that's a simple one. We'll see if we can get that done. I haven't asked you about the new ownership because I know they like to kind of low key it, but what has that done for the organization from top to bottom?
I think an investment in the front office and in the hockey operations. The guys, they've had plenty of renovations of the locker room, new whiteboards, new TVs. So you want to talk about like ingesting that information during the game. There's different methods to break down plays on a big screen as opposed to a mini iPad. The bathroom in the locker room has been renovated. The rink has, gotten some behind the scenes touch-ups that maybe fans don't really appreciate right now because they don't really know about them, but they've just really invested in the product and they're really bought into the Lincoln Stars here. And I know there were some skeptics in the summer because you never know when new guys come in and people come into a team that is foreign to the Midwest and stuff like that. But no, it's just been an awesome time with the ownership, and you're seeing that pay off on the ice. And you're going to start to see it in the in-game entertainment level too as we move forward.
I'm going to ask, we had a nomination for Beatrice Baker Care Package. I'm going to ask if this is possible. This is a family of 4. Could you guys set aside 4 tickets for this family?
100% DP. You
All
let
right.
me know the information.
I will give you the name. I will
that.
give you the name of the family. We'll take care of
Awesome.
that to do that. And then if folks can, again, if you answer the question, we'll get you another pack of 4 for this thing. What I'd like to do, he says, don't love hockey, love beating Omaha.
There you go.
And
Amen.
They said it in a very, very hockey-ish way. So we can be clear with that. Next week, we got to find another time for you guys and have both you and Rocky. If we can make it work, we'll figure out what time that is. Get some hats, some bumper stickers, bring them in. Let's load up the place. And we'll share some love with Lincoln. How about that? All right.
Sounds good, DP.
Good luck tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow at the auction night. I think it's going to be amazing.
Thanks, guys, for having me.
Thank you, brother. Travel safe. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll throw it to break when we come back. Husker volleyball. You might know who they are. If you don't, stay tuned. Find out.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Allo knows businesses need reliable communication, both at the office and at home. Now more than ever. Just listen to Bill Mitchner from Lighthouse.
Before we'd have breaks in service, especially for internet, but we've never had any issues with Allo. So we've been there and available when we needed it.
At Allo, supporting your business is our business. To get your free quote and switch today, visit allofiber.com/workfast or call 402-480-6685 today.
Hi, this is Sean Callahan with Koppel Chevrolet GMC. New vehicle production has been increasing, but the lots will not be filling up anytime soon. In fact, most vehicles are being pre-sold and are leaving the same week as they arrive. If you want your new Chevrolet or GMC, this is a great time to build a vehicle and place an order. Our sales team will work right with you to build the exact vehicle you want. At Koppel, we appreciate your business and sell vehicles at a fair price. So come check us out or visit us online at koppelcars.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Today on Hey Culligan, unnecessary contaminants. Here's the referee.
Hey, Culligan, that's a flag on my water for flagrant foul taste.
Ooh, that's a tough one, ref, but the solution is a Culligan Smart RO drinking water system that reduces up to 58 contaminants, making your water safer and delicious.
Yeah, I guess I missed that call.
And with the Culligan Connect app, you always know when your filters need changing.
The water's up and it's good.
Good call, ref, and we're already on the way.
Try a Culligan water softener for just $9.95 per month. Go to CulliganLincoln.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit OStreetCarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Hi, welcome to Big Chain Bar and Grill. Can I get you a drink? Which game were you hoping to see? Doesn't matter. I don't know what channel the game's on anyway. Are you ready to order? Okay, here's a check. Come back and see us again, okay?
What?
Hey, welcome back into Upside.
Slow down and enjoy the game at the Upside Bar and Lounge. Comfortable seating, plenty of screens, a great food and drink menu, and no one trying to shove you out the door. Come in, hang out, and take it all in at the Upside Bar and Lounge, open daily just east of 27th and Pine Lake.
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. I hear you. And what you say really does matter to me.
I mean, let's be honest. No kid likes rules, but I get why we have them. I hear you, and I know it's because you care.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Sponsored by DHHS and aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You're listening to One on One with DP, sponsored by Beatrice Bakery on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to One on One. Good stuff with Cristiano Simonetti from the Lincoln Stars. Let's elevate. Let's bring her back. Looks like we have a leader in the building. I think we're good. Husker volleyball.
I've been here the whole time.
Nicklin Hames. I know, Rico. I'm sorry to slight you. Nicklin, how are you? So well rested? Did we get some rest?
Yeah,
some
rest.
I want to make sure, I'm not we're not burning the candles at both ends. You're expanding your horizons on the court, off the court as a coach, as a broadcaster, as a brander and social media influencer. Future football consultant.
Goodness gracious.
Future Husker football consultant.
How many titles do you have?
A lot.
We're trying to get we're going to rely on Nicklin and Kenzie to help get the football program right.
Yep.
Necessary. Necessary. Listen, I am so proud of what you guys did the other night, and I wanted to do a formal introduction to folks. For the daytime folks. Did we land on a name for the show?
So me and Kenzie both put it on our stories. So I was like, okay, let's just see what the people want to hear. And there's a lot of Nick and Nuck at night.
Right? I saw that. I was like, okay.
Yeah, but I think I like trash talking. I think that's fun. So maybe we'll stick with that one. But
okay.
Yeah, we got a lot of interesting.
Here she comes.
Come on in.
Here she comes. Let's bring her in. So this is fantastic, right? That folks are trying to figure out how to engage. I went to the women's basketball game last night, and I was out in the Haymarket, and no less than 7 different times was I stopped to talk about your guys' interview the other night.
Wow.
Literally, they were raving over you guys. And I told Mark as soon as the show was done, I said, they're going to change this for everybody because your ability to tell stories is off the charts. And they're great stories to be told, but folks want to hear from you. And not everybody in athletics has that, right? Where people go, okay, they're talking. Do I really care? They actually paid attention to what. So, Kenzie, talking trash or trash talking? How do we want to fall on this?
I don't know.
Let's get you close to that microphone. That microphone likes you. There you go, Rico.
I'm short.
Those what?
I'm technically short
Same.
too.
Yeah.
Short for who?
Our team. Yeah, people always think I'm 5'2", and then they see me in person, they're like, "Oh, you're actually tall." I'm like, "Yeah, because I'm standing out there next to 6'5" people." What do you expect?
Yeah, and across from Wisconsin. It's
yeah,
you just
Yeah,
go.
DP's
Okay,
just so short.
Look at Rico over here.
You know what made me feel good is I saw Lexi and I was like, we're the same height. Hell yeah.
It's a win.
Yes.
I was like, she's way more talented than I am, but we're the same height.
Still,
so I got that.
No, you're not.
We're the same height.
You're really not.
What's listed? We are the same height.
Really?
We are both 5'5".
Kenzie, are they the same size?
Yes.
Settle this for us.
Let's go. Let's go. I cannot do 99% of the things she does, but I got this.
You can't do any of what she does.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, what is going on? Okay, so in your mind, what would this show be? Like, what? In my head, what I saw was just you guys being you, and just in front of microphones. It's interesting. You've got stories. Your family stories are all amazing. Your teammate stories are off the charts. And then you'll be able to take us through the seasons. But I also want you guys to speak on other programs. And I'm not saying being critical, but you guys know how hard it is to do what you do, which makes you more informed about what it is that a swimmer has to go through to get in shape, stay in shape over the course of a season, what football players go through in a season, what it's like to be a student athlete, to manage your time and get all that stuff done. And then still, oh my goodness, I have to have a life as well. So Kenzie, give me the scouting report on Kenzie Knuckles as a person. Give me, not as a volleyball player. We know we have that. Give me your personal scouting report of Kenzie as a person.
Good question. I would say, are we just talking characteristics?
Yeah.
I would say my strongest characteristic is I'm intuitive. I'm also very lighthearted. I can be serious. I'm very competitive. So that's something huge about me. I think something that's really cool is I tend to be competitive on the court, and everyone sees everyone sees the face. It's like locked in, ready to go. And then they meet me outside of volleyball and they're like, what? I'm not the same person. Yeah. So I would say that's about it.
Nicholin, give your scouting report of Kenzie.
Yeah, I would definitely say competitive, very competitive. I also think she's a great leader. This year, I really saw her develop into a leader. And it was really cool to see because I've known Kenzie since she's got here, and to see her growth.
Wait a minute.
It was awesome.
Did we get the shoe memo?
Oh, we did.
Oh,
look
my
at us.
goodness
We're on the same wavelength.
Check it out. Okay, we were doing that. All right, Kenzie, give us the scouting report on Nicholin.
I would say very thoughtful. She's always been a great leader since I've been here. She's been the only leader. Her and Lauren have been the only leader I've had since I've gotten here, which is pretty cool to think about. But she's grown so much just because she takes kind of a different leadership approach to things. I'd say that she gets to know people and really gets to know the team and knows how to talk to each individual person, which I don't think you get a lot with leadership. And yeah, I think that she's really grown into being strong with who she is. Sometimes she's a very nice person. So sometimes she kind of just doesn't really say her opinion much, but I think that she's starting to, really start to have strong values in who she is and be confident in herself. And that makes me happy to see.
Okay, Nicholin, let's go deep. Come on, let's go deep. Scout yourself.
I am a people pleaser. Always have been. And I always think that maybe it was because I was coached by my parents. Not in a bad way, but I think just when you're coached by your parents, you're always trying to please them, not just as a parent, but as a coach. And so I've kind of struggled with that my entire career, but I've kind of took a step in just being who I am and saying what I'm feeling, because I feel like I have good insight on things, but a lot of the times I wouldn't speak up. But yeah.
You guys told us the other night you're both dog people. And as a coach, I have to remind players of commitments. You guys promised pictures of these puppies. You guys promised
there's puppies
to share You're right. Like
Wait a minute.
they have puppies. And they were supposed to tag 93.7 The Ticket with these adorable
And
puppies.
we didn't get it. I got the account on my phone. I did not get any puppy pictures.
One, right?
I feel kind of cheated.
Right? Like it just.
I would have 100% shown my daughter, and she would have been like, oh, puppy. And then she would have wanted it, and I would be like, I'm sorry, we can't do it.
Well, but I offered 93.7 The Ticket as a place to puppy sit for them all.
We can't.
We have to.
A 2.5-year-old and a 5-month-old and a puppy, that's too much.
Oh, that is spectacular.
That's way too much.
That is spectacular.
Especially if the puppy gets big enough, then she'd be like, oh, I'm going to sit on the puppy. I'm going to ride. No, we can't do that.
I want to ride the puppy.
She did that with the farm dogs, and luckily they're very nice, but they just like laid down. She was like, they were just like, please stop.
This is how we're going to do it. So what's the day like? What's your normal day like now at this place? Your beach volleyball is on the horizon. What's your normal day like? Like, what do you guys have to do?
Well, I'm in class and I'm in my last semester till I graduate. So, I have yoga twice a week as a class.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm also in insect biology. We're learning about insects. So, I have to go to those classes. That's the first time I've ever been to class since the pandemic. I opted
Are you
for all
dissecting?
online.
Are you doing any dissecting? Is it
I think so. I don't know. We have to collect 30 different bugs though.
From where?
How are you collecting bugs right now? It's cold.
I know.
Bugs out.
We have to wait, I guess, till spring and then just try to collect all of them before this huge project at
That
the
is
end.
Nicola Hames, bug collector?
Yeah.
Oh my
add
God.
it to the list. of
Yeah,
things.
that's the title.
Like that is
Bug expert.
That is spectacular.
Oh my God.
Really? Like, are you just like stalking creeks that are frozen and hoping that bugs are somewhere below the
Yeah.
Wow. This is-
Hoping I find a cockroach in the corner.
we
Are
know
you not
some
you not
places.
creeped out by you not creeped out by any of those bugs?
No, not
I
really.
couldn't do it.
Me neither.
I can't do that.
Kenzie, what's the average day? What are you doing?
So I graduated in December. So I just started grad school in January. and
Degree in
business marketing.
big. Oh.
Stop.
Oh.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop it.
Continue.
Continue.
And I told you what to do. There's a woman in this building currently who can help you with that. And then the grad degree, what are you going to do with that?
Hopefully I'm going to be able to get my MBA. Right now I'm doing like a non-baccalaureate degree program, so I didn't have to take my GRE, my GMAT during fall. Yeah, so I'm kind of doing that during spring, and I'm still taking classes that are geared towards it. I just am not technically in the program yet, so we'll see how that goes. But these classes are pretty hard, so I don't
What are
know.
you taking?
Employment law.
Okay.
I have a test on that, which it's whatever. And then my other class is legal environment, something like that. It's not as hard. The employment law is pretty hard though. It's like the legal side of HR. So not like the hiring and firing and interviewing, but it's more like the legal side of
That ulcer in my stomach just popped up when you start talking about that stuff. Just,
Anything that has the word law in it.
taking over a radio
Seriously.
station, the FCC is just, it's enough.
Oh, yeah.
I had no gray hair before all this. I don't know what happened.
That's a lie.
Okay, Rico, shut up.
You're just
There
for men.
he is,
You're
taking
just for
away-
men ran out.
taking away my fun. It's gonna be this kind of show for me that you guys have the ability to break down. I mean, you pay attention to what other people are going through as well. You know how difficult it is for you to play at the top level in an elite program. You both knew early that this was the place for you and that you were going to do this. But from your individual standpoints, what's the most difficult thing about recruiting? What's the thing that you don't wish on anybody?
I would say just having to choose so early at a young age. It's like, even if you kind of have your mind made up that like, no, I'm going to wait till I have a better head on my shoulders and be able to make a better decision. It doesn't really matter, because as soon as one girl starts committing early, then the next does, and the next does. And then it's like, you're getting phone calls left and right. Like, hey, we only have one scholarship left. Are you taking it? If not, I'm giving it to Sally Sue. And you're like, I don't know. So it's like, you're kind of forced to be like making this decision.
And you
at a
committed
young
early.
age.
When did you commit? How old were you?
I was 14.
So let that marinate for a second. Like,
What was I doing at 14?
14 years old, accepting phone calls from colleges saying, okay, make a decision,
Mhm.
is slightly weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they
absolutely.
time limit it. They're like,
Yeah.
okay, you have these many weeks, or we're gonna go to the next person.
When did you commit?
I committed when I was 15.
Is that like 14, 15 around that
It was
age?
normal. That's how it was. Like everyone that age was committing to different places, but they changed it, and so now they can't even talk to you till you're a junior, and you can't even commit till after that.
Is that volleyball? Is that women's sports that happens a lot more frequently? Because in basketball and football, those late commitments are everything. You guys are talking about it as freshmen and sophomores in high school, which again, I'll state, is just bananas. It's just crazy talk.
Wasn't even thinking about college.
14. I
Not
was
it.
lucky I could catch the bus. The schedule. What? Be on time? I was asleep. I don't understand how
I
this
was
works.
trying to be cool in high school. I don't know.
No, I was trying not to be a nerd. Like that was
Exactly. I was trying to be cool.
like I didn't understand it. You guys were talking about playing at a high level. That means your time consumption with the sport is off the charts because you're doing it all year round. Did it affect friendships? Like, are your teammates your friends?
Yeah, they're our best because we spend so much time together, and when you play at such a high level program, you go through a lot together and the ups and downs, and so you kind of build these bonds that it's hard to build with the other friendships. That kind of sounds bad, but when you go through something together, you just build stronger bonds. And in high school, that's how it was too. Your friends were who you played with because you didn't have time to see anybody else.
The fact that both your parents are coaches is like spectacular. Even if your parents aren't officially coaching their coaches, because they have to like they're coaching other people's kids too, and most likely coaching other parents. We're going to go to break because we have a special guest. We all talked the other day, and I told you one of the best food places in the entire state is Friends of the Station. Well, I just saw Charles Phillips from Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul
So excited.
in the hallway. And because he is a man of kindness and greatness, I know he brought samples. I know that. So we'll throw it to break. Nicklin is here. Kenzie's here. We'll bring in Charles Phillips from Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. We'll let them do a little tasting, and then we'll get to the break and get you out of one-on-one.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One on One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
And now a limerick from the world of Yum. There once was a man in a bind. He's got the best wife in all mankind. And with Valentine's Day not that far away, he needs the greatest gift he can find. Jewelry can be hit or miss, and that vacuum was quickly dismissed. Flowers, they die. Homemade, don't be that guy. But what about that bakery in Beatrice? Liqueur cakes, you'll eat every crumb. Fruit cakes made with brandy, bourbon, and rum. And those chocolate cake squares. Do I have to drive you there? Get yourself to the world of Yum.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Partly to mostly sunny skies, a little windy here for our Friday. We can see northwest winds gusting over 30. We'll top out near 32. Overnight clear with a low dropping down to around 12. A nice warm up for our Saturday. An afternoon high of 49. Southwest winds gusting to 25. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
There's not many things worse than having plumbing issues at your home or business, but it's even worse if the problem isn't fixed correctly. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time, and they specialize in several things: general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Are you tired of lousy internet and faceless customer service? It's time to experience local, honest, hassle-free, and exceptional. That's the Allo Promise. We not only provide crazy fast fiber internet, crystal clear TV, and dependable phone service, but we choose to become a part of the communities that we serve and love when everyone calls or stops by our store to say hello. So, don't settle for mediocre, settle for exceptional with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/local.
Great Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Great Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
AmeriCorps programs and members are making a huge impact in Nebraska communities near you, addressing critical issues like education, conservation, and even food insecurity. Because of AmeriCorps, 81% of students who complete the RISE curriculum don't return to the probation system. Learn about AmeriCorps programs serving communities in your region by visiting serve.nebraska.gov. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Beatrice Bakery on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Over the break, and again, I said Charles Phillips from Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul came in and dropped off some goodies. And I walked Nicklin and Kenzie, and I'm just trying to explain to them. I'm trying to give them proper warning for what they were about to walk into. But, okay, so Nicklin, like, seriously, the smell of that room might be my favorite place in the entire state right now. The muffins. Like,
yeah. Her face when she took a bite of the muffin.
What is going on?
Changed
here?
her life. She was
What
like,
is-
wait a minute.
What is going on here? So you're going to have to make a big plate and take it with you. Kenzie said, I'm not waiting. She got her plate.
Yeah,
She called her
filled
mom.
up.
She called her mom. Mom, have you had this?
Her mom was at work. I said, hold on.
Kenzie, what is your review of said?
So I took a bite of the muffin, 10 out of 10.
Uh-huh.
Took a bite of the collard greens, 10 out of 10.
Mhm.
That's all I've tried so far, but I'm really excited for the cheesy grits, and baked beans are one of my favorite foods. So, I mean, everything looks great on the plate.
Those baked beans are built different, I tell you. Man.
They really are. Come on in here, Captain.
Rashawn.
I'm a leg man. Hey, come on in here. Come on in here. So let's bring in the captain, Rashawn Jackson. He will take us from 11 until 2. Have you met these two superstars?
I'm Nicklin.
How you doing?
Nice to meet
Rashawn,
you.
nice to meet you.
Kenzie,
Hey, Kenzie, nice to meet you.
He comes in hot. He comes in hot.
He's probably going to challenge you to whatever you're best at.
Well,
Because he's a champion. Look at that form. Look at it. What was that?
So
you want to set it? That's how. Okay.
What was
Okay.
that?
I don't
Hey,
understand.
we were back in high school. They used to have
I don't understand what is happening right
What
now.
was that? You're talking to elite athletes, and they're laughing at you.
Okay, tell me.
That's not that you're yeah
This-
yeah double hit.
This one.
This one.
This is spectacular.
Let's stay over here in this camera. This one.
He's spirit hands. He's doing spirit fingers.
These are not spirit fingers.
These are. I thought of that last night because at women's basketball, the song they play right before they tip off is the same song that he comes out and
Yes.
dances to. And I was like, okay, so they need to find that guy and bring him to Lincoln and have him standing at midcourt doing spirit fingers. It would be spectacular. So, ladies, Vershawn likes to believe that because he's a 3-time national champion and a captain, that he can do anything that he puts his mind to. Would you guys be willing to put him through a volleyball workout?
No. Yeah.
Thank you.
Like, you think we?
Oh, that's dodgeball. Wrong one.
Look, you don't want to dodge it. That's
okay.
What is?
We need you at the net.
Who's got the strongest arm on a kill? Who do we want to send at him?
Kayla?
Whitney or Kayla.
Whitney?
Too.
Whitney's a little crazy though. She can't control it all the time, so he might get one to the face.
That's exactly what we want.
No, that's what we were
exactly
looking
what
for.
we want.
That's what we were looking for.
Okay, Whitney.
Does okay?
Listen, I'm putting my contacts back in.
Does that hurt when you take one to the face?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a concussion.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a couple of times where both of you been hit in the face before, so it's you just kind of pop right back up.
It's horrible. There's a video of me last year. I was like in front of the 10-foot line, and she drilled me in the face, and I literally was like, went out cold.
But I'm like, if that's me, I'm done. Like I'm like, Coach, I can't do this anymore. And you guys are just like, yep, nope, we're fine. We're elite athletes, we're champions. It's fine. We got this.
Do they do concussions like baseline tests for you guys before the season started to find out exactly? Okay,
Yeah.
Nicklin, you're normally a 2. You're walking right now after that at about an 8, so we need to just put you on ice for a minute.
Yeah. We usually don't let the second concussion protocol happen.
Wait, you can't say that on the radio? They're gonna look. Okay.
The first excuse is you're like this, and your trainer comes up and she's like, "Okay, you don't look very good. Like, we need to go take this back." I'm like, "No, it's just my nose. My nose just hurts. It's not my head.
My eyes are just watery.
Yeah,
I got hit.
It's just my nose. Just give me a second."
It's just a little tingly.
See now,
Yeah. She's like, "But why do your eyes look like that?" I'm like, "Cause it's just my nose."
You know when your
is in a
nose
lot of
hurts, your
pain."
eyes. Yeah.
they never touched. I'm not affected. I'm not affected at all. Okay, so I would like to set this up. So this is our little Lexi. This is our Lexi.
That is the greatest compliment you have ever paid me.
Right? And this is our Kayla. So can you guys put them through some drills and let us record it? Would you do that for us?
Yeah, 100%.
Why are you always trying to put me in these situations, man?
Don't be scared. Listen,
I'm not
don't
scared.
be
I'm not.
scared.
No. I'm not scared.
It's like,
I'm not.
my team.
You got your big homie with you.
I'm not
Don't be
scared. I'm not scared of any of that. It's just my wife is a huge volleyball fan and she's very knowledgeable. So if any of this footage goes on the internet and she sees it, she's gonna be like, "You're making me look bad." That's what she's gonna say.
How about a little 2-on-2 beach volleyball?
Now you're doing too much.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can still. Can you still move?
Oh my.
What kind of question is that? What are you, like 60?
You saw it, did you?
3-time national champ.
They're not laughing with you. They're laughing at you.
Whatever. Hey, at least I can still get out there.
And you cannot do anything
Sound
correct.
effects with it.
Right. Like it's just like to make it a point.
Yeah, that you guys do that all the time.
Too. It's
Yeah, you guys all the time.
So we're gonna go with Wednesday nights. Now, did you guys decide 1 hour or 2? Because you guys are gonna be able. I'm totally open to an hour for start. 2 if you feel like you want to do it that way. But the time that'll be your decision. You tell me whether you want an hour or whether you want 2. You and your friends and you and your parents and you and the coaches, once y'all get talking, that it could go for a while. But I will allow you guys to make that choice.
Yeah, I think we're for sure gonna need 2.
Yep.
That's how I feel.
Okay. So that's 9 to 11 on Wednesdays, right? You want to stick to Wednesdays?
Yep.
Okay. Talking trash. Trash talking. Trash
talking volleyball player.
Yeah. Trash.
Why are you the way you are?
He is just see. This is what
you-
when you hear about the concussion protocol. This is what happens when it goes unmonitored.
This is why you need to go into concussion protocol.
We should make a commercial.
Boy, nobody stop.
Yeah, I
don't know. So I don't understand. You know what Coach Cook's gonna do when he sees that? Sit down.
Oh man.
This is how you gotta do it.
I don't think he'll ever say go.
So you know how they have Batman comics where they always do pip, bop. This is
How?
This is Rashawn. This is how we get it done. Listen, I'm going to send you guys. I'm going to say thank you because listen, you guys are going to change this station. You're going to change the way people perceive women in sports. You're going to change all this stuff. Access to the volleyball team and this great journey that you guys are about to go on that will end up at a national championship. And I can't be more proud of you. I'm appreciative. Thank you for that. Stay tuned. The Captain Show is up next here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Southeast Community College has learning centers in Falls City, Hebron, Nebraska City, Plattsmouth,